Alright, so I'm re-recording this because I did not like how my original recording flowed. So we're going to redo this video, and we are talking about the resignation of Justin Trudeau. Long time coming, very long time coming. My friend, I was at friend's place last night, shared the news with us that he was resigning today. And, like, I've got a lot of thoughts here. Because, and actually, before we get into it, if you like the content, subscribe. Like I said, I have a lot of thoughts. But, I don't want this video to run on too long. So, what we are going to do is we're going to watch his speech. We're going to talk about his speech. And then I'm going to move over to the other things I want to talk about. And then I'll try and leave my rant until the end of the video. So stay tuned for that. Now, let's watch what this absolute muppet has to say. Fuck it, let's do that. Make sure that's
So last night over dinner, I told my kids about the decision that I'm sharing with you today. I intend to resign as party leader, as prime minister, after the party selects its next leader through a robust, nationwide, competitive process. Last night I asked the president of the Liberal Party to begin that process. This country deserves a real choice in the next election, and it has become clear to me that if I'm having to fight internal battles, I cannot be the best option in that election.
alright, so. Typical Justin Trudeau speech, right? So, he's known that he wasn't the option for the last few years. Freeland quit. And then Buddy who comes in after her quits immediately. And then I'm pretty sure the guy after that quit immediately. That was the finance manager. Finance managers, I should say. But this dude, like the moment it went downhill, had to be that Freeland cowboy. He broke the law. He used the law against citizens. I can get into all of 2020 and 2022. Now that we're allowed to say that COVID was a bunch of fucking bullshit, right? You know, don't wear the mask. No, everybody needs to wear the mask. See, even along the box it says, does not help with stopping transmission. I don't know if you guys have ever picked up a box of masks and read it. It says right there on the front, does not help reduce transmission. Right? But I mean, I can go on and on. You can talk about Bill C-63, Bill C-14. $250,000, nearly a life sentence for misgendering, for cyberbullying, hate speech. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't know why I did that behind the camera. Or the microphone. Fuck. You know what I mean. Like, dude, this guy, I'm convinced, was like, alright, fine. I get that nobody likes me here. Let me run this party beyond the ground. You know what? Like, screw digging a hole. I'm digging a tunnel to fucking Great China. Right? Now, before I start ranting more, I want to pull this up, right? This is the predicted outcome of the 2025 Prime Minister election, right? You look at this, Conservatives are 44%, 44.2. This is the one that I found today. I don't know how up to date it is, but like that is shocking. Justin Trudeau is at like 33% at his highest. And now he's at 20.1. I'm pretty sure the NDP is ahead of them now. You know, the Bloc Québécois is nearly at 10%. The Green Party, they're a fucking joke. They are a fucking joke. There's no way around it. Like, basically, these are your two parties here. The rest of them, unless they got good candidates, I do like Jogme as a speaker, but he sold out immediately. So now, after looking at this, I'm going to pull up this. This was the 1984 federal election. Let me see, how am I doing on time? Okay, we're doing good on time. So, this is one of the biggest landslides in Canadian history. Brian Mulroney won 210 out of the... How many do we have? Oh no, he won 211 out of like 271. I'm sorry, I don't remember. They change shit up from year to year. But yeah, you look at this, right? You got Newfoundland, that stuff. They've always been far left. They're again, the more east you go, the more like they get equalization payments. I live in Alberta over here. We've been a fucking conservative stronghold majority of the history of this country. We voted in an NDP leader provincially. That was one of the dumbest decisions we've ever made. I feel like if anybody was leading that NDP party, like they had a girl named Rachel Notley in it, and she did good things. It's just her attitude, her own like anytime she went on a microphone, you were just hearing horseshit. And her dad founded the NDP party too, which the NDP party was a liberal branching off of the Liberal Party, building the NDP party so that they would at least have a minority majority no matter what. However, come this election, I think there's no shot they are even going to get a minority majority between every other party in the Conservative Party. Now, before I move on to what Trump said, I want to speak to you really quick as a Canadian. I'm 20, almost 21. I voted in the last election that we had around COVID. I voted Conservative. Now, I hate the Conservatives in the province that I live in. But 10 years for anybody in an office is fucking ridiculous, man. And there's no way around it. Like, and that's normal in Canada, right? Usually, like, if you guys don't know, Justin Trudeau's dad, Pierre Trudeau, which I'm pretty sure you all know is because of the whole Castro thing, he was prime minister for like 2 decades or something like that. And like it's crazy to me. Like, I feel like a term limit should be on every kind of government position. There should be term limits. whether you're the leader of the country, whether you are in the Senate, or your House of Commons, or whatever kind of house you have, Congress, whatever, there should be term limits on all of them. If that person does good and their term limits are up, they, what's the word? They vouch for their predecessors. And if that goes wrong, they get voted out. Easy as that. But like I said earlier, Trudeau waited until the last minute. He waited until he milked out all the money he could, milked out all the voters he could, divided this country beyond belief, took away freedoms, destroyed everybody's finances. Like, if you're a middle class family in Canada, you're probably on the verge of bankruptcy. As fucked up as that is. Now, I want to see what Pierre Poilievre can do. And we're going to get to the whole Trump thing in a second here. I want to see, because I not only think Canada is moving to a more conservative direction, I feel like it's all over. America, Canada, Germany just did it, Poland, a lot of these European countries. You look at Sweden, they never locked down during COVID. Like, I feel like this is a massive panic attack by the establishment. And the establishment is more than the American politicians. It's more than the American media. It's global, right? Like, these global elites run the world. I don't think anybody, regardless of what side you are on, will disagree with me there. You got billionaires, you got trillionaires running the world, making the decisions, whatever it may be, right? Now, recently, I don't want to open that up. Donald Trump has brought up the idea of Canada becoming the 51st state of America. Now, I don't think we will join as one big state. I feel like if we do that, we would just remain in provinces, but we would become states instead of provinces, because I don't believe that there is a shot now you can unite this entire country the same way you cannot unite the entire country of America. Now, let me switch back to here. Let's see now. Okay, that's not that bad. I'm not gonna listen to this douchebag. In the wake of Justin Trudeau's announcement Monday that he will step down as Canada's Prime Minister and leader of the Liberal Party, incoming U.S. President Donald Trump is once again claiming that many Canadians want to see our country become a U.S. state. In a post to his social media platform Truth Social Monday, Trump wrote, "Many people in Canada love being the 51st state." Now I'm going to read this. I always read this entire tweet instead of reading the article. Many people in Canada love being the 51st state. The United States can no longer suffer the massive trade deficits and subsidies that Canada needs to stay afloat. Justin Trudeau knew this and resigned. If Canada merged with the U.S., there would be no tariffs, taxes would go way down, and they would be totally secure from the threat of Russian and Chinese ships that are constantly surrounding them together. What a great nation it would be. Um, so that's what I just read. In a series of recent digs Trump has made about Canada joining the U.S. before Trudeau announced his resignation, Trump referred to him as Governor Trudeau on many occasions. That was hilarious. Yeah, whether you like Trump or not, you have to respect the fact that he commits to a bit and he doesn't stop. Like I like I like it's one of the funniest traits a world leader can have, and like Trump does it perfectly. And the media is just too stupid to acknowledge that he's fucking with them, or they do, and they're just going to low IQ people who don't understand that the dude is just taking the piss out of the media. And again, I feel like at this point, legacy media is dead. In mid-December, following Christina Freeland's bombshell resignations from the cabinet, he said Canada joining the U.S. as a state would save on taxes and military protection, and called it a great idea. He first floated the idea in early December after Trudeau flew to Trump's Mar-a-Lago property and dined with the president-to-be. Oh my god. Details of the discussion are scarce, but Trump said it was a very productive meeting, and Trudeau called it an excellent conversation. After their dinner, Fox News, citing anonymous sources, reported that Trump suggested to Trudeau that if the tariffs would kill the Canadian economy, then maybe the country should become the 51st state. Public Safety Minister Dominic LeBlanc, who attended the dinner, brushed off Trump's suggestion, saying it was in no way a serious comment. We were in a 3-hour social evening at the president's residence in Florida on a long weekend of American Thanksgiving, he told at the time. The conversation was going to be lighthearted. The president was telling jokes. The president was teasing us. It was, of course, on that issue, in no way a serious comment. We had a discussion on the trade issues, on border security, that was very productive, with the fact that there's warm, cordial relationship between the two leaders, and the president is able to joke like that for us. It was a positive thing. Trump has threatened that when he becomes president this month, he will impose massive tariffs on all goods from Canada unless it stops the flow of migrants and illegal drugs into the U.S. I completely agree with this too. Like, okay, there's multiple factors of the whole tariffs thing, and then we'll get to my opinion on Canada becoming the 51st state, which I don't think Canada as a whole would move to be one big state. I feel like we would either, our provinces would change to states. Like, the same way there's no way America could be one state with one vote. Like, that would be chaos, right? But, like, Alberta becoming a state, BC becoming a state, Manitoba, Saskatchewan. Get rid of Quebec, nobody really cares about them. Um, I'm just kidding. Maybe. But like, there's a few things with Canada becoming a state. Number one, our health care. Yes, it's free. It's impossible to go through though. Like, I definitely think in recent events with what's going on, what has happened with the United Healthcare CEO, there's no way in hell we will move to a privatized system anytime soon. We were moving to a privatized system, but I feel like they aren't even going to take the chances now. You also have the military. I feel like we would be covered much more than through a simple NORAD or a NATO agreement. Um, or agreement like that, I should say. Because NATO is a trade agreement. Um, we would be able to go to the States without a passport, which would be nice. But again, it's something I've talked to with my friends. It's because there's a lot of elements to that. It's not as simple as we join the States, we move to the U.S. dollar, we combine our resources. There, there will be a lot of questions as far as Canada's social programs and stuff like that. I'm on ACE, right? And without that, I wouldn't be able to live on my own, right? But I don't want this video to be too long. All I want to say is thank God that Trudeau was finally out. Like, the moment that Freedom Convoy happened, that was the end of him right there. Whether you were pro-vax or not, when you violate rights like that, when you completely lose the trust of everybody in your country, and then you have your entire party fall into shambles. This was a long time coming. But let me know in the comments, what do you think about Trudeau resigning? And as well, what is your opinion on Canada becoming the 51st state? Like I said, if Canada joins, we would probably be like an extra, we have 13 provinces, right? We'd be the extra like 51 to 63 provinces right there. Let me know what you think down below. Thanks for watching. Later.